Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and tonight I'm going to do something a little bit out of the ordinary. I'm going to go solo here and start answering some questions. Um, a lot of this stuff I've probably covered before, but I'm going to kind of, just for the new viewers, kind of give more of an update as to how I would handle certain situations. Um, the first person that wrote to me, she wrote a really long and flattering letter about her results using the machines to pass a real estate exam. I think she had two exams she had to go through, and apparently the machine worked perfectly. Then she was having a problem trying to find a house. Well, um, yeah, the advice I've always given about purchasing a house or selling a house, uh, using a radiance device is to incorporate St. Joseph. And I've always had a lot of, fantastic experience. I'll give you a couple examples. I think I've probably used these before, but these are true, real life examples of selling homes. Um, One woman had a house next to a golf course. It was really a nice house. She put a lot of money into it. She was a widow, and after her husband passed, she wanted to go ahead and sell the house and have start a new life. And anyway, like I said, she put a ton of money into it. New roof, painting, landscaping, updating appliances. The typical stuff when it comes to refurbishing a home. Anyway, she had a problem with this thing and couldn't get any takers or any offers on the house. So all I did was I said, "Hey, send me a picture, an address, and let me see what I can do from there." So she sent me those two items, and also the caveat was I put in the best price possible. I just left it open. And anyway, so I went ahead and set up a machine, and I used St. Joseph. I incorporated again the picture, the address of the home, St. Joseph. Uh, Put that on the input plate. Tuned the machine for the house to be sold as soon as possible at the best price possible for the for the owner of the home. And within 2 weeks, she got her offer and the thing sold. So she lived happily ever after. Another woman had a condo and it was a similar problem or similar situation. Did the same thing, and within 2 weeks, the house was sold. Okay. Well, anyway, so to kind of get back to this, said I'm using the image of the house in St. Joseph. See on the back of the image of the house, it doesn't that doesn't present a problem, I don't think. She wrote that she was welcoming the house into her life, and she placed all the items on the copper plate, and then a stick plate was a picture of herself. Then on the second box, she had two machines, by the way. She said on the second box, I placed the image of a county. I don't really know what this word is. It looks like a premature or something along that line that we can uh, that we would like to live. Okay, I guess it's a perimeter is what she was trying to say. That we'd like to live in or live on 1 acre of land, and also place the image of the Saint Joseph in the place that on the copper plate, and then the stick plate. I placed my photo. Um, okay, well, yeah, I guess that's a good way of approaching it. Um, Again, with the house, it's kind of like it goes back to the old thing about you have to do your own work. Um, look in the classifieds, see if you can find a home that's in the location that you're looking for. That reasonably meets the kind of things you're looking for in the house. Number of bathrooms, the number of bedrooms, that kind of a thing, acreage, what have you. And then put all this information together. Make a phone call. Go around asking friends. Do a little networking. And so what the reason for doing that is to open up opportunities for people to contact you in case they have a house for sale. And so that's how I would do it. And it really, in my experience, the results has been fantastic. Let's see what else does she have here. See, yeah, I think that was it. And anyway, that's the best advice I can give you. I think what you're if you go that route, I think you'll be fine. Okay, see, the second person sent me a letter here. Let's see. Uh, oh, she also wanted to know wanted me to explain weather, how to change weather. Okay, that's real simple. She was asking about the orgone generator. And here's what I say: if you're a newbie at this and you want to keep things simple, get yourself a piece of good quality orgonite. You can get that off of Etsy. I think even Amazon has it. All right, but you can get on the web and find people who make orgonite and have great reviews and great reputations. And just get you a standard piece of orgonite. All right. Next, you're going to need a picture of the place that you're trying to affect the weather. Use a satellite photo of the general area that you want to affect with this weather change, and put the two items on the copper plate. Tune the machine for it to rain in that particular location. Tune the machine, and once you tune the machine for it to rain, simply take the thing that represents the location only, put that on the plastic plate, leave the orgonite on the input plate, and let the energy from that orgonite go through the circuit and project itself toward that location. And that's basically how several people, the clients that I have, good friends of mine also, that have affected weather changes out in the out in the southwestern United States. That's pretty much their method. 25, keep it short and simple. So yeah, you may want to try that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, all right. Next one here was about see, she's a commercial broker, wants to know what do I do? How do I use the machines to increase her sales, commission, that kind of a thing. What I say is, goes back to St. Joseph. Say you have a a building or a house that you want to sell. Look this up, and you'll find that basically you'll go down to a Catholic supply store. You get a statue of Saint Joseph. You go back to the place or the property that you're going to sell. You dig a small hole next to the for sale sign, and you bury the statue of Saint Joseph upside down. In other words, head first. Okay, cover it up, and then there's like a prayer that you say, or that you also say with this. Next, just to really add layers to this intent, I would take a go back to what I said before: picture of the house, the price that you're trying to sell it for, the location, along with something that represents Saint Joseph. Tune the machine for the house to sell, and then put the thing that represents the property, put that on the plastic plate, leave St. Joseph on the copper plate. All right. Now, when you're buying a house or you're trying to buy a house, again, it's basically the same thing, except your intent is to buy instead of selling. So that's something you may want to, if you decide to do that kind of thing, that's what I would do. Okay, second customer sent me a series of questions here. The first one was I was wondering if one machine could protect two people at the same time. Oh, sure, you could do that. The kind of thing, the machine that I would use to protect for income protection work. That's just me personally, and I'm not trying to sell machines, but I'm just the reason why I recommend this is because of because of its effectiveness is the hunter killer system, and I've already gone through this many times how to set that up, but that's what I would use. I would use a hunter killer system, and you can put the two people down on the machine who you're trying to keep protected here. Let's see. My other question is my ability to do remote healing with psychotronic device. Okay, healing. If this is spiritual healing, I guess I could probably talk about that. But anything that has to do with uh, physical healing, psychological healing, I really don't want to touch because of the laws of the of this country. And so, but you know, so you want to know if I can if use that machine in conjunction with other devices will they have an effect? I would say no. I've dealt with devices that are all grouped together doing many different operations, and I think they kind of keep themselves separated. If you're going to physically connect this machine to other devices, you may want to contact me and see if I can possibly rig up something where you could incorporate the two together. But I really would not warranty or anything like that. But, in case by doing that you may damage one of the machines. So if you decide to do something like that, it's at your own risk. Okay, let's see. Okay, if I understand correctly, one box does one specific wish, correct? Well, it does one wish at a time. Okay, you can only work on one operation at a time. And the way I do this is after the operation is over with, then you would, reset the machine and do a new operation. Okay, so see, I need funding for donation for biofeedback and biophoton therapy to help. Um, okay, certain part of the population. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm sure you've heard. She goes through all this stuff, and yeah, I understand. That's one of the things she's looking for is for funding. What I would do is, I'm sure they have like a what they call it, crowdfunding or whatever. Some of these websites out there that do that kind of a thing. You may want to throw your name in the hat and see if anybody out there would contribute to you online. Also, they were talking about a Johann B. Have you ever heard of this person? No, I have not. I really don't get involved or study a lot of modern operators, study their work. I'm just pretty much stay on my own plane here because I try to keep everything as simple as possible, and I really don't get involved in anything like that. See, okay, okay, and it's talking about that. See, it's a complicated version of your device. He's talking about Johan. This device has been studied and researched for centuries. Okay. Also, is one of the factors to the current situation in Ukraine. I have no judgment on that. I don't know. As far as I can tell, and I know it's going to sound non PC, but the people, we'll just say the bear is winning, and the people out from the West are not doing so great. I don't care what the news says; it's all a bunch of propaganda um, by the West on this thing, and then it's just turned into a total not such a great situation for people. But I suggest that concerning that part of the world, you may want to do your own research on the history of it, especially after 1945. You may want to look into how things were set up over in that part of the world, and you might be surprised. I definitely did the research, and I really, to be honest with you, I wasn't that shocked. Okay, a unknown entity attacks me at a mitochondrial level. Um, Basically, what can I do with the device I have? Okay, this kind of gets back to what I was discussing earlier. Uh, they were going into see when it hits the fan. Da da da. It likes to pass over before Easter. Okay, this sounds like another job for a hunter killer device. I suggest you look into that, and I think you'll probably be that'll probably be the operation or be the device or the setup that you'll need radionically to really do the job correctly to help you. Let's see here. I'm starting to lose my voice. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, they even volunteered to be a sidekick. I'll look into that. I tell you what. Let's talk and see where it goes. Um, let's see here. Anyway, I think that's about all the questions for tonight. And anyway, if you have any more questions, you can just get back to me. You can email me at psionicresearch at gmail.com. I'm more than happy to answer any questions for you there, or you can just put them in the comments section. But yeah, I mean, again, this is just simple stuff. I know the old timers that have been listening to my shows will already know the answers to this. Again, this is just for new people. And hopefully, I was able to give you some more insight and not be too wordy about this. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to call it an evening, ladies and gentlemen, and please have a fantastic day. And I will talk to you later. Good day.